reckless. Anything. This is why the history of all women's movements was against order and the constant perspective to invoke nonsense, to believe something that is not there. That's a feeling that they have. They have, you know, and I'm talking about from the mid 60s on up. They have perspectives. Let me be more clear. Let me narrow it down. In my lifetime, what's going on, Chaos? In my lifetime, all these women's movements had nothing to do with equality. It was nothing more than a way to insert a new dumb perspective that they had. And nobody stopped and said, hey, listen, I don't care what you say. This has got nothing to do with equality. This has got nothing to do with that. This has got everything to do with a dumb logic that's going on in your head. So the streets has always been a safe haven for therapy for women. When you have a woman and that woman says, and you have issues with that woman, I assure you, her curriculum will be from the streets. So all these movements, the Me Too movement, the feminist movement, all phases of it, it did nothing but help exonerate women from what they really are, their natural character. Their natural character was under full attack, their natural character. And that's what that's what every movement in my lifetime has done. This is why the first movement that a woman could retract to, the streets. That's the first place they could run to be exempt from being a woman. It's the first place they can run to say, you know, there are no rules here. Women want to reside in a place where there are no rules. I used to date a woman. She had 2 daughters. She asked to marry me. I said no. The reason why I said no is because she had no order in her house. I told this woman, and I quote, let me tell you something about a man. If a man lives in a 100 square foot home, or if he lives in a 10,000 square foot home, a man needs to know everything that's going on in every inch of his house. If he hears something, oh, that's the refrigerator kicking on, the compressor. Oh, that's my neighbor. They leave. Oh yeah, they leaving for work and they got a loud bang when their cars start up. Oh, that's okay. I know what that is. Okay. This woman had a 10 o'clock curfew on a school night for her daughters. 10 o'clock? I'm thinking more like 7. She had a 10 o'clock curfew. She said, my kids respect you. I said, they respect the come over version of me. They're not going to respect the living version of me. I know plenty of men that have went into the den of a woman and became neutered. That can't happen to me. This is why I understand now why women don't invite me. I don't meet their friends because we ain't doing that. You sit me down and so what do you do for a living? This and all that. What I do for a living, I make more than you. It's not going to go well. Women want to return to the pulpit of bullshit. That's what they want. They have no interest in it. And street life is the first way to get it. And I learned that from my dog. I learned it. Like I said, the dog was a stray dog. She goes outside and some of the roots that's growing above the ground. So what I did was about a week ago, I went in the ground and I got a lot of roots and I brought an axe and I'm chopping the roots that's coming towards the house. Keep all the roots. I'm trying to keep the roots away from the house. She's biting on the roots and this and all that, going crazy. She just running around. She went into the garbage. I'm sitting on the couch. She went right in the kitchen, started going on the garbage right in front of me. I'm looking at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Then it hit me. She's a street dog. She's a stray. She don't have etiquette like Quattro. Once again, that's why Quattro name is Quattro. He was at 3 houses in 5 months. My house was the 4th house, so I named him Quattro. The difference between them is night and day. It's not the same. It's not. I can see the way this dog is and say, yesterday, when he was in the house, she cocked down about to pee. What the hell are you doing? She looked at me like, what? This is yesterday. Took her outside. When she went, yesterday was Wednesday. Tuesday, she went to the bathroom in the house, dinner number 2. When she went to the bathroom, I did the thing, put her nose in it, smacked her nose. When she went out yesterday morning, she said, okay, Quattro, I know I like to play with you, don't give you your morning time, but yesterday I got my tail handed to me. So she went to the bathroom. Because before I left the house, I went into the lift ride. Before I left the house, she went outside like 4 or 5 times and didn't go to the bathroom. And as soon as I leave, she went to the bathroom. I said, oh, no. No. But once again, she's a stray dog. She lived her life in the streets. When you have anything with an allegiance to the streets, it's not going to be good. It's not. Hold on a second. I want you to meet these people, little waterhead. I want you to meet these people. I want you to meet these people, little waterhead. Come say hi, little waterhead. Come say hello. This is lady. This is little lady. Say hi, little lady. This is lady. Say hello. She's just learning. She's gonna learn. She's a good dog, but she just don't have it all yet. She'll get there. Right, little lady? Give me a kiss. Mwah. You can go. You can go, little lady. Okay, you can go. Okay. No, leave that alone. Give me a kiss. Mwah. You're a good dog. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just wanted you to meet everybody. Come here. She's very active. What's going on, darkness? What's going on, chaos? Entertainment. What's going on? Appreciate that. Like I was saying, she's a good dog. She just, unfortunately, for her life, she was just on street etiquette. She was, I think she's going to get bigger, but I think because she wasn't really eating a nutrition meal, her paws are big. So my neighbor says she's going to grow into her paws. But what's the matter, little lady? What do you want? She just didn't have the etiquette. And so with that being said, that's what a lot of you guys got to understand. A lot of you guys, you don't get a lot of you guys don't get, what a lot of you guys don't understand. Street women, like people that live that street life. I don't live the street life. My etiquette is strictly for home. My etiquette would have been for my wife and family. I don't live street life. And when you meet a person and they involve any of themselves in street life, you're gonna to domesticate them is like I'm trying to do with this dog. This dog, it's gonna take a while. She's not a totally bad dog, but what I understand and what I see, the difference between her and Quattro, is because one is a street and one is a street dog and one is a domesticated dog, fully domesticated anyway. And that I don't make no quarrels about it. I make no quarrel about it because a lot of people, a lot of people don't understand where they get their curriculum from is who they are is. What's going on, Steve? I see you. He says, good morning, Chris. I'd like to chop it up with you soon on my channel. Just hit me with an email, the National Fathers League info@gmail.com. A lot of individuals you got to understand that you really got to put yourself in a position where you understand the reason why a lot of you guys, you try to make the curriculum of a street chick, you try to give her the curriculum of a girlfriend, you try to give them the curriculum of a mother, and that's where you guys go south. You know, that thing that Iman Shumpert married. I don't know how he ended up in a. I don't know how individuals could be in a relationship with a street chick. To listen to her talk with her hands, and that video that I seen her do. Suppose I'm getting my back blown out. My back blown out. How could you look at something like that and say, I love you? How could you look at something like that and see a woman? I don't know how. That's why I think it's easy for a lot of individuals to go both ways. There's this thing they call femboys, and the femboys, you run across a femboy and shit, big fat ass like a chick, and individuals be like, oh shit, I'll her. Of course you would, because you can date a street chick. I can't do that. It's just no way. There's no way. I cannot. I need something in my life that's 100% pure, complete woman. When you get mad, you will not get aggressive with me. It's not happening. You will collide with testosterone 100% of your execution of the nonsense. You'll collide with testosterone. I promise you that. It's not happening. I don't get it. It's not happening. Street chicks are the absolute worst. They are. Listen, I've seen crackheads. Oh, crackhead asshole. Time out. Oh, crack asshole. I've seen crackheads more women than a street chick. I did. I've seen it. I've never seen a crackhead is always in their feminine. I'll do you for $2 to both balls. You do the street. I don't suck no. Oh, you want me to suck it? I don't care if you got some mean ass dick. I don't suck dick. Boy, that crackhead will pleasure your thing scrotum, boy. Boy. That crackhead will love your scrotum, boy. You know, zero aggression. She'll treat it right. She'll coddle it. She'll thumb the balls. You want that crackhead to thumb your balls. You want her to thumb your balls. Oh, God damn it. I cracked myself up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all do. Shut up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Darn well you want that. You know, darn well you want that female to thumb your balls. Yeah, suck my dick and thumb my balls. Oh, boy. I'm serious, though. I'm serious. I think street chicks are the first tier absolute grade A garbage. They're the garbage. They are the straight garbage. They are garbage. They are. Y'all want proof of this? Don't you do it? Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all these garbage individuals. See if I got that video. My neighbor has 4 though. Let me see if I got this video. Let me see if I got it. I think if it's not here. Let me show y'all. Oh, that's the dog over there. Let me see if I got this video. If it's not here, it's probably on my personal Facebook Sunday. It's on my personal Facebook. I think that's where it is. What are you doing? Come on, little buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You all right? Come here. It's okay. It's all right. Come here. It's all right. Come here. She start throwing up. Come here. It's all right. It's okay. Yeah, so very well. Iman Shumpert should have been worthless. Should have seen. Very well said. Iman Shumpert should have seen this worthless bottom of the barrel street street stride coming a mile away. That woman is straight street garbage. I just like don't understand what could you imagine what the conversation is like having an issue with a street chick? It's just the street antics and all that is you're looking at them like you're in character right now. This is not the real you. We all live a life and adopt characters according to the situation. We all do. When the cops pull you over, when you banging your chick, when you got to go to the store to order something, when it's nighttime, daytime, when somebody call you when you sleep, you are not that same person all the time. So to meet a woman and when it's time to settle issues and all that, she goes into street mode. No. And you put babies up in her. You knew that, boy. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Anything less than feminine, 100%, girl, you carry on. You get on. You leave. You can leave. It's not happening. I have no interest. I just seen that video that I had. I just seen it. Just seen it. Look at it. Here it go. Look at this trash. Look at this absolute trash. Absolute trash. Look at this trash. Garbage. Garbage. How do you look at something like that and say, I want to be your man? They don't need man. They need creature tamers. They don't need a man. Oh my God. Streets just come in the door letting you know not to get too comfortable because they are not here to stay. Very well said. Wow. That's the truth. They are absolute garbage. Garbage. My ex-girlfriend, Crystal Holman, 100% pure street chick. Didn't see it at the time because I told her, you are a hybrid. You know how to be a domesticated chick because you've seen your mom and dad together all your life. But the problem is when you tote that big booty out in the streets, you now got to be a street chick. As I was saying, we all of us got different characteristics at different times. Nobody is the same person all the time. Nobody. Nobody is the same person. Nobody says, I'm going to talk. Yeah, I mean, feel me? That's what's up. Yeah. You know, and then when you see these creatures doing video interviews, it's like they say, well, how do you feel about Nas? Well, you know what I'm saying? Nas, you know what I'm saying? Nas is like my third favorite rapper. You know what I mean? You didn't say nothing. And then that is the perspective that you get. As I said before, and I'm gonna say again, street life is nothing but hype life. It's all hype. There's no substance. How could you live in a world with no substance? How? How could you exist in a world where there's absolutely no substance? I can't live in that world. I have to know that there are consequences. It's like I hinted to my ex-girlfriend when we was talking. She reached back out to me in June. I love you, blah, 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 blah. Cool. I've seen her 4 times now since. We met up at Mount Trashmore in Virginia Beach 4 times. Well, 3 times. And met up in Richmond once. She thinks it's going to be business as usual. I said, I'm not doing this no more. If this relationship I told her this just yesterday, in hindsight. Relationships needs curriculum. If relationships don't have curriculum, nobody is owed, and there is no markers where we can say we've accomplished this, we can move to the next step. And when you get into a relationship, y'all need to set a curriculum. Y'all need to say, this is what it is. Anything outside of this is not the curriculum of the relationship. That dog that I brought is a street dog. I know it. Like I said, she was a stray dog. Never had a home, never lived in a home. Quattro is a home dog. He understands house. So, a street person don't understand curriculum of home. They don't. They lived reckless, no rules, under adverse conditions. They was living. Street people don't live in warmth. They live at the mercy of the weather. That dog was living out in the streets, very cold days. It's cold outside. And she obviously had her little place that she went to where she could be warm. So I have her now, but she is just unbelievable. Ay. She done went and crawled under the bed. That dog is, yeah. So, like I was saying, I see the difference in Quattro being a domesticated dog, never was a stray, and I see the difference in a dog that was a stray dog, aka living in the streets. The curriculum is not the same. It's not. I'm assuming that it's going to take at least 6 months, not a week. I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to take a week and then this dog is full rhythm and in full sync. It's going to take probably 6 months to a year to get this dog to completely flush the street out of her life. Now, I'm going to do a good job, and it may be sooner than that. Who knows? But the problem with when you're dealing with a street chick is the second she leaves your house, your street chick anthems hit a reset. All the teachings that you think you taught her about home, et cetera, is out the door the second she go back out in the streets, the second she turn on the TV and watch Love and Hip Hop. So she's going to be constantly getting reiterated or revived information of street antics. You don't want that. Why would you want that? Why would you want that? I will never understand a street chick. I will never understand a street chick, ever. They are completely, I'm going to end it with this. A street chick is completely stripped of any feminine in her. It's stripped. It is home base for them to be reckless. It is home base for them to say, I can be erratic all the time. That's what lane the streets give women. It allows them to talk to you like you're a POS and then tuck it under, I'm just keeping it real. It is just, if you have a street chick, if you put a baby in one, I feel sorry for you. I do. If your mama was one, Listen, street people belong in the streets. If you want to give somebody a shot in your life and knowing that they was a street person, if you have a wife that y'all been doing good, like Atia LaShawn Bradley, she wasn't a wife. She was from the backwoods of South Carolina, didn't know anything about street life, Atia LaShawn Bradley, but then said, you know, I need to add, I can't live up to the order that this man is. This man is dialed in. He's buying houses, military, just doing his thing, everything. I can't live up to this. I'm from the backwoods of South Carolina. And then went to the streets and got some curriculum and said, I'm gonna bring this street nonsense in our house. It didn't last too long. It didn't go too well. But I seen the difference between night and day with Atia LaShawn Bradley. I seen it. And I said, I grew up looking at trash like this. Now I'm gonna be in a house with one? No, she can get going. And so she did. But one thing y'all gotta understand, if y'all don't understand nothing else, street chicks are worse than independent women. They're worse than them. Leave them to the streets. Let the streets have them. Let them go out there. That's where most of the single moms come from. They get all their curriculum from the streets. That's where all these women that says, I'm a victim, the man did everything wrong. They get all, this is all street curriculum. This is not home curriculum. This is where they get it from. And stop on a dime. Once you see your woman saying that, understand it. All right? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.